What it is, Mirsa
Yeah,
Gang.
so back in reaction video today, we are reacting to basically we're gonna be talking about the Grammys and how we felt about it. First of all, we've already seen the Grammys. We saw it live. We didn't want to watch it on. There's a lot of stuff that we're not gonna watch sometimes on camera. We want to just kind of chill on our couch and watch it, like basically all day. It was like waiting for the Super Bowl,
all
like
day.
you know, like and that's a big thing, bro. Because you know what I'm saying, I'm a big sports fan. You know what I'm saying? But we were waiting all day. We had a great day. You know what I'm saying?
Great day. It was a beautiful
We had
day.
the Yoongi cupsleeve
We
event.
went to a Yoongi cupsleeve.
Oh,
the weather was nice.
Met some army, talked with some army for a while. It felt so good. We felt the vibes. We were waiting for 3 o'clock to come around, and we were like, we need to hurry up and get home. We need to get some food. Went home. We waited, and then we saw how long the list was, bro.
The list was
wild.
super long.
I thought we were about to find out like right away, but then I should have known. You know, it's like you should have known. What was
I feel like we had to wait for the awards, and then we also had to wait for the performance. Like,
bro, it
both
was like
times.
1 o'clock in the morning, right? It was like so freaking. It was
Wait, for who?
for the performance, the actual performance.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. It was like really late.
I was trying to think of like the exact moment of like what time it was, but I was paying attention to their time.
Oh,
like because Yoongi ended up tweeting out that it was 5 in the morning when they were finding out that they didn't get the Grammy, and then when the performance happened, it was 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So like, I don't even care about my time.
No, for them, you're like basically.
But
like,
yeah,
it was. Our boys need to sleep. Like, what the heck is going on here, bro?
Exactly.
Damn, bro, it was a wild night. Like, you know, it was like a mixed emotions, a lot of mixed emotions. For one thing, you're super excited during the day, like you're ready to get this going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm ready to watch my boys win a Grammy because they deserve it. And then all of a sudden, the point comes up where. And we don't have no clips of us like reacting to it like that. First of all,
in a sense, in a regard, I ended up being like, this is my situation. Getting home and sitting there looking at that whole list, and then sitting here, I live tweet everything. So if you feel like you want to ever come over to Twitter, you don't have to follow me. But if you ever want to know like what my thoughts and opinions are during something, if we're not watching
like
it,
that MTV
you could definitely
and stuff like that. That's where we
come over there, because I tweet it the whole entire time. I tweet it all the way past their V Live this morning, like the aftermath of being tired and everything. But where was I going? What was I about to say? Oh, my reaction to it. The fact that I was sitting in front of the camera, not the camera, like at me, at the television. I was sitting here like a proud mom. Like, my boys are about to walk across the stage and get an award. That type of feeling. So I'm holding it up and I'm sitting here, and then you could hear me just breathing, basically. And then I let out a cry at the end. And that's it. That's my thing. It's on my phone. If you want to see it, I will send it to you.
It's crazy. It's crazy because you're waiting for this to happen, and you're like, yo, finally, here it comes, and we're sitting there waiting, like the whole family,
awful.
even our kids chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know they don't really know what's going on, but you have to explain to them a little bit. But you're sitting there, and then to hear, like, you know, you hear the name, you get like goosebumps automatically. You hear BTS name, like, oh, goosebumps right away, and all of a sudden you're waiting there, and you're like, boom, here we go. And then it was so quick. It wasn't even like a pause. Like, you know, sometimes it's like, and the winner is. It was just like
it was
boom,
awful.
boom, Ariana.
It was literally awful.
Boom. Which, you know, Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande, amazing artists. All these artists are amazing.
It's not
artists,
against like anybody in the category. It's against the fact that
was really good from Lady Gaga.
Numbers don't lie, and it was like the aftermath of it that someone sent me this thing from Facebook and then also tagged us on Twitter while I was asking if I could share it on Twitter. And it's just like all the numbers. It just shows that based off of numbers, they won. Like, single-handedly.
Destroy it.
You can't lie. And speaking of numbers, I mean, during this whole situation when we found out that they didn't win and we were upset, ARMY, just like BTS, decided to use their frustration in a positive manner. Like, BTS decided to say, no, we're okay. For us, I mean, they're professional, you know, but you know deep down that they're hurt and they're upset.
Well, we saw the little Twitter when
their live reaction to it.
Their live
it
reaction.
Hurt.
Well, yeah,
it hurts watching it.
It does really hurt. Also, after all this, they went live, and like basically very late. They went live afterwards. And you know they look tired, so it was kind of like
Jimin. I thought I was like, oh my god,
so
like is Jimin like asleep over there?
And we hate that. We want the boys need some rest, bro. And it sucks that they waited like that long too, like, you know. And it's crazy how it was supposed to be played out by like them being like early on, and then obviously always with BTS they push him to the back for the ratings. But it's crazy to see the live chat being like at 1 million. Like You know what I'm saying? And all you see is purple, a sea of purple.
You see all purple. We know that ARMY was there, but even with all of us there, the globals at the end, like, how many people were there? This is still like their low of how many people showed up to watch the Grammys. At the end, it was just like, this is the lowest point of time, which I don't really care. I've never liked the Grammys. I don't watch the Grammys.
Yeah, I don't.
The only reason I watched was for the boys, like, because the boys
it's
won
one of their dreams. It's one of their dreams.
Yeah.
They said literally it's one of their final dreams. It's on their, you know what I'm saying? They said it on the interview, not like that. They said, I don't think they said just like that, but like it was one of them. Namjoon said was what's next is like is the Grammy.
Well, speaking of that, it was like later on, because this is the following day. Obviously, I would have had some choice words. I would have been extra as hell if I got on and made this video right after the fact.
Yeah, for sure.
Hurt, angered. Like, I don't want to come with that. Like,
I don't think we could.
I wanted to wait.
I don't think we could put like, you see, like the emotions that you have. And especially, I don't want to be sitting right here. Like when there's something like the Grammys, it's like an event for us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's something like all of ARMY. You're all getting ready. I saw on Twitter, everyone's getting ready. Everyone's dressing up. Like it's a really big event. It's a super big event. So I don't want to be right here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to be chilling in my living room. You know, for some popcorn, like some wine, and like that's it, right?
With food that you can't eat because you're nervous. Like it's sat there.
So you're waiting this whole time, and then all of a sudden, like, they just keep pushing it back and pushing it back and pushing it back. It's such a, I think it's like such a rude thing. Oh my god, it's rude. Jesus Christ.
Hey,
oh my
true
god.
emotions coming out there.
What the fuck is that? I think it's just like a really kind of like a snake thing to do. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a real big snake thing to do, to be pushing them to the very end when you were supposed to be, but they saw like the views, the ratings.
They were supposed to be in the middle, so like I even shared that out, like the sheet that went out.
And then they do them dirty like that, which is like the problem. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's like that paper, literally 100%. They can't even lie. Like it's just kind of like a lineup because it had performance, commercial, performance, straight middle. And I'm thinking, okay, like we're about to get out of here. Like we're going to watch them and be out and dip. But after they found out that they didn't win and how we felt after it, they're like, oh, we're going to like switch this up last minute, change the whole schedule around and wait till the last 4 or 5 minutes of the whole entire show. The amount of like accomplishments like BTS has just done in years, but like this last year was so crucial for 2020. The way they made a song of Dynamite to brighten everyone's like day up and everything else like that, and then they come back with like a Life Goes On like single. You know what I'm saying? It's just like multiple after, and it's crazy how much of effect on 2020 BTS had on this whole entire world to help, you know, especially ARMY. You know what I'm saying? Like like exclusively for ARMY, right? And it's crazy what they have done and how they have made like people's lives change for the better. By just feeling better and just really escaping through music, and then for them to kind of just like say like shit on them, the Grammys just a shit on basically, right? It's just like, no, you don't get it, and it's like, what are you talking? And nomination is a huge thing. It's it's an amazing thing. Like when you are nominated for a Grammy, it's not just like, oh no, you're like in second place or third place. Like nomination is huge. It's very, very big. So it's really cool for BTS just to have a nominee from the Grammys, but still, like, they just, like, I don't understand, like, I understand there's great music out there, but for them not to win it is crazy to me, because if we're talking about streams, we're talking about radio play, like, Dynamite was on air. Like, you would just turn the radio on. Of course.
You would go into a store and hear Dynamite. You would, like, it would be on a commercial, you heard Dynamite. We were watching some reality TV shows on MTV, and you heard Dynamite. It was everywhere, so it's all over the world, right? It's such a happy song, makes you feel good. It was everywhere. So if we're talking about radio play, BTS wins on that. Trumps everything, right? If you're talking about streams, go check the numbers. Like, it's crazy. Like, they trump it all. All right, so then next it's like, what else you want? Impact on the world? Boom, BTS has done that too. So there's so many pinpoints where, like, I don't understand why they didn't get a Grammy.
100%.
There's nothing you can say to me in general to say, like, BTS, they're great and everything, but they didn't deserve it. It's like, you need to show me a case and a list of things of what they needed to do, because I'm guaranteed they accomplished and check marks on all of them.
There are definitely check marks on everything, and I just feel as if they 100% deserved it. I did see like this clip recently today that I was about to talk about at some point, that Yoongi was saying that they definitely want to have like their own performance, right? They went and they had their own performance, and then they said, and then next year we want the award. So he himself, I mean, he's saying it. So what Yoongi wants, Yoongi gets. It will be next year. There is. It's gonna happen. We know it's gonna happen.
I swear too, when the guy announced, I forget his name. I don't know his name, but when he announced, I don't know what he's something about. Lord
have mercy. I mean,
don't know
like
if that was just a thing.
No,
yeah.
it was.
I don't know. I don't know if that was something that was like supposed to be something. Like it was like a name of a title or something like that. But I don't know. If go back. So when he says it, he's like, Lord have mercy.
Yeah. He didn't even want to say it.
No, I don't even know if that. It might have just been a coincidence, but it just sounded like it's like, oh shit. But no, but seriously, like.
But after
there's
news,
no cases. There's no cases
with the boys. You know, they post their pictures to us. They tell us that they're fine. And I was gonna say something and I forgot what I was gonna say.
Well, first of all, they're saying that they're fine, they're okay, and they like even in the interview
I'm trying to think of it.
Said if we didn't win a Grammy, we've already won a Grammy.
Yes.
And like and have an army.
We're their champagne.
Yeah, so it's like it's an everyday celebration for BTS, but it's always artists like they're artists, right? They're musicians, they're artists, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like. Their artistry is like Grammy is a big deal because it's like almost like the final thing you can get from music. There's like I don't know. I don't think there's anything higher. There is.
And Army. We were already looking at it. The Nobel Peace Prize. That we were already like fuck the Grammys.
They impacted the world.
We go into the next one. I think it was like 100 albums. So it goes off the other numbers and stuff. I tweeted that out too as well. I tried to have myself. Because I'm so active on Twitter, I wrote some talking points down, but I didn't want to look at them and just like take away from the video. But one of the things for me is everything that they're ever nominated for every, like, even Kids' Choice Award, they had 3 nominees, they swept it. It's just like everything since we came in, they take every single award every single time. So it confused me why they didn't. And then there's like no backstory behind it. I know we thought that Ben guy had, some impact in the voting and everything.
I think that's more so like I don't think this is going to be a one person thing. I think collectively as like a group of people, I don't think one person will choose the Grammy.
No,
I don't think it'll be like
course.
that person
it's
will. I think it's a collectively,
a
group of people of like, I don't know, like a team or whatever else to do. But like Grammys has always been like this in like the past too.
100%.
Like it's always been a thing where like artists have come out. Like
Zayn currently, Nicki Minaj, and The Weeknd all are like so fed up with them. But then there was also like a full list of legends that never won. That it just shows that there's a huge problem when you see Queen and Bob Marley and Nas and all these, Snoop Dogg, Eminem talked about it as well. It's just like a lot of good names that didn't get it, and then you're like, there's obviously a issue.
But like on BTS level, like I said, it's different. It's different than like, it's not about like what BTS sells out. Like if BTS sells out, it makes a phone, or if they have a cup in their hand, it will sell out, or it makes things like Samsung phones sell out. Like it was tough to get that thing over there. Yeah. It was like literally like it was sold out and then it was open and it sold out again. So it was tough to get our Samsung phones that we have of them. And in cars and like everything else that they put there. I mean, like there's like a Coke commercial and we hear JK's voice, and you hear Jungkook's voice, and you're like, "Oh shit!" Like that's definitely him. You know what I'm saying? Like they sell it. It's not about that, but it's just like another thing around all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like through music wise, everything like streams, like merch, like album sellouts, like you know what I'm saying? On top of the list, Billboard charting, like and there's just so much. But there's nothing that can't
get them back.
Besides a collective of group of people that don't want to vote them in, right? Which is wild to me because Army, if they see the fandom, I know they everyone sees Army. Everyone sees us out here. Everyone sees it. When you see purple, all you think about is fucking Army. That's all you think about. But it's crazy to me like that how a collective of people can't say a group up together like they deserve this. You know what I'm saying? Like none of you. Like what the like what are you doing? Like I don't understand. But like, and it's like these boys have a dream of getting a Grammy. Army, we're gonna make this happen.
They gotta get it because it's their dream. I don't want to like bypass the situation at all. Like I want them to get it because they want it, and it's a big deal to them. So that's why I want it for them. And just like they were able to like spring ahead with this and say like we're just gonna work harder or run harder. That hurt. That definitely hurt because I feel like Yoongi. They run hard as possible. Yeah. Yes. They're always working super, super hard. It's not about that they need to work harder. I don't want them to feel like it was something that they did wrong. It's something that the people don't understand and don't get yet. The people who are like picking them. I don't know how they don't get it and how they're against it, because it just doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
I wish someone would explain to us rather.
I think that we need explanation. You need to say what was going on, what happened here, and like why. And also, I think, like, I know it sounds crazy, but, like, an apology would be nice, too, because you're making ARMY wait so long for a performance, and
always,
you know
yeah.
what's happening here. You see it all the time in, like, different award shows. Listen, if they want an award show, if they wanted to push them to the back, we've been through this anyway, ARMY. We know that they're going to be last. I'll be okay with it, you know what I'm saying? But you're making people... And on top of that, how many, I don't know if it's just our channel or our network, but, like, how many BTS Samsung commercials?
Well, yeah, right? Well, they switched up, so I expected to see Dynamite commercial like it always is, but Samsung has a new Life Goes On commercial, and I'm thinking to myself, so our boys didn't get the award, and they're all the way at the end, and you're using how many of their commercials during the whole entire show?
Really,
isn't that helping the whole entire show? Their commercial Life Goes On.
How many
over and over and over again?
How many of you see an ad on a YouTube video or something like that?
Yeah, there are no
BTS.
skips.
You watch that shit
you're
through.
Not gonna skip
you
that
watch that shit through.
BTS.
We already know that. Like, if you see an ad, if I'm just watching the BTS video and I see a commercial right before, an ad right before BTS or something like that, of Hyundai or a Samsung or Fila or whatever it is, I'm watching that shit.
You're watching it.
That's facts. I mean, like, come on, yo.
And speaking of watching stuff over and over again, and Dynamite, after we found out that they didn't win, we went on a streaming rage. It was as if that song just came out 3 million right away, and 8 million in 24 hours.
And that's what you do. And that's
the whole Korean discography.
So it's like, oh, you want to piss
re-entered
ARMY off.
iTunes.
You better think again.
Like,
you better think again.
They seriously, every single time they make us mad, we as ARMY try to do what is best by buying and streaming and everything, and they told us that, to just be positive and keep going. They just literally like skipped over the moment. I know that it hurts. I know, like, they check on us. They're giving us pictures. They gave the live and literally said to us, sorry for making you wait. We didn't think it was going to take that long.
Yeah.
And checked on us.
Yeah, it's how
they didn't even care really how they felt. It was about us.
It's literally how BTS has this, like, instilled in them, you know what I'm saying? They're such sweet people. They're such humble people, even when they're winning any award now, and they know they're going to sweep. Like, in their mind, like, I understand, like, they still get excited about winning awards, but in their mind, they got to feel like, we're winning this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I felt like they were winning, no doubt.
But they're so humble about everything, and they got this, they instilled with humbleness and literally kindness, and they go through it. Namjoon said before it, like, if we don't win, like, we've won, ARMY, and they go through the emotions, but with, like, controlled, like, they're controlled emotions. They know, like, they're upset inside, but they keep their composure. They keep their composure, and they tell us, you guys, make sure you guys are good. Like, listen, we're gonna get another shot at this. We're just gonna go harder now. Okay, we're just gonna do it harder, and it's crazy. Like, that's who the people they are. You know what I'm saying? That's
they are. They hugged each other and moved on from it, but it's still really hard.
It's tough, man.
Well, I definitely thought in the bag, like, it was theirs. I mean, I made this picture of them and put awards in their hands and everything. I was like, this is what I'm going to see no matter what. Like, that's what I see. Winners. They don't need the award in their hands for me to know that they are winners, but it would be nice that they got it just for the sake that they want it, and it's important to them.
Man, like, from everything, we've been ARMY for about 2 years now. Well, yeah, about 2 years now.
Yeah.
Roughly 2 years now.
Yeah, next month. Today. Next month.
Just this crazy journey that we've been on with BTS it's insane. We've seen, like, literally almost everything, right? We've seen all the, like, Emmys.
We're on that rabbit hole, just like many ARMY are.
Yeah, you go right through, and we went through it right away. Like, right away in our journey, you guys told us to check out a storyline. We checked out a storyline. We got so invested in that. We checked out all the discography, watched listened to all the B-sides and everything else like that. Read, like, each lyrics, literally read each lyrics and how they have such a story behind them. And you growing into this big ARMY, the person that we are. We go to cupsleeve events. We feel the different about a different culture that we never even knew about.
Exactly.
And same thing for ARMY. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Like, the culture, it doesn't. There's no language barriers when you listen to BTS. Sometimes you feel like I understand what they're saying, and I don't even know. Sometimes it feels like I understand what they're doing, like saying to you. And then you're watching all this accomplishments that they have done, and like I feel like I've been here since the beginning because of how welcoming Army is to me and family. You know what I'm saying? And it feels like you've been there since the very jump, but we haven't, and we regret it every single day. I wish we would have known. I would have supported these boys from the jump. Right. But we're here now from 2 years ago, and it's just I see how much and how welcoming Army is to everybody, especially new Army. You know, and it's insane how they want the new Army to feel how they feel right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to get you here. You know what I'm saying? We're step by step like you did with us, step by step to get you to where we are. And you're going to feel the love. And you're going to feel, I feel it.
It's nice.
So, like, for, like, the steps of BTS and, like, where they are today, the Grammy was here. And it was right in their hands. This was what they wanted so long. And for an Army that we've been for so long, we were waiting for it too. Like we're like we that's like our Grammy too. It's like Army's Grammy, right? Because when they won the Grammy, if they would have won a Grammy, what they would have said is like basically like this isn't just ours, this is yours Army, too. Like you won a Grammy. I know they would have said something like
Army,
that.
I love you, Army.
So Army would have had a Grammy too. You know what I'm saying? It's like a family, and you feel it. It's a tough family that like will go through a whole bunch of obstacles. What BTS have been through, so many ups and downs from the career in the beginning, and what they've struggled to where they are today for a Grammy nomination is insane. So you should be very, very proud of where they are today, regardless of the Grammy not winning because they just I don't know what they're thinking. You should feel like you won anyway because they did this. They made the nomination and they were freaking all beds in one room. You gotta think about it, man. How far they come. A nomination is a win.
Yeah, they did say that you know they're winners. Like. You got to think about where we came from and where we are now.
I mean, for a member to like just say tomorrow JK drops his mixtape, right?
I thought that was gonna happen.
It's trending like tomorrow. Like that's a win.
Like, Army's upset. We're about to drop our mixtapes.
That's a win. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying, like if they did, we're gonna stream the shit out of it. Army does, and we're support them all the way, and they're gonna hit more numbers than anybody in that Grammy in one day for one member. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we
just like their V Live at the end of the performance that they went on. Bigger numbers, faster numbers, unannounced than the Grammys.
More engagement, people talking, like having fun.
Yes.
JK, I love you. Jimmy and I love you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can see the comments is flowing through. Like, but yeah, man, it's amazing. But I think in my heart they technically didn't win a Grammy, but in my heart they did. So
100%.
But until we get that physical one, that's the goal, Army.
That's the goal. And then...
And we'll make it happen.
Next year, because he said 20.
Who wants to come with me to the building? No, who's coming? But yeah, no. Seriously, guys, you guys should be proud. Army, everyone Army out there, and BTS should be very, very proud. A nomination is nothing just to poof on. Like, poof. It's a big deal.
How do they get there?
Yeah.
Somebody on Twitter today said it's like the Olympics. When somebody gets entered into the Olympics but doesn't win, it doesn't mean that they're not winners. They made it to that location, and only a selected few makes it into that.
Exactly.
So they made it. It's just they didn't leave with the award, but in the end they left with the Army. So
yeah, and they made history too. I mean, like Army's been making history, so this is nothing new to you guys. But they're making history and stuff like that. So. Yeah, man, I'm upset about it all. But the performance helped you out a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, well, a lot of it. Like, you're upset. You're feeling so hyped up in the morning. Find out the bad news. Then you're kind of sad. Then you're even more sad because you're waiting longer and longer. And then they come out freaking bright. And these bright orange suits. You already know my favorite color, orange. Stop.
I spotted that leopard print on there, too. I was like...
So you got orange suits out there. You go crazy out there. I mean, Tay and his, like... I don't know what it's like. He looking like an angel out there, you know what I'm saying?
Tay looks so good. Green is his color for sure. Like,
but it's still insane to me, like everything that they've done.
And building that, making it seem like they were over there, building it in Seoul, and then going up on the helicopter pad type of situation.
I mean, even the guy performances like
even the guy at the end was like that deserves an award. He said it himself at the end, like. That deserves an award. I mean, their performance is always top. They always go bigger. The production, I mean, is outstanding.
It's also like it's like who does BTS only does performances.
And
like
Dynamite is the same.
But yeah, man, I loved it. It was amazing. Like for them to come out there and do their thing out there.
It looked good. Sounded good.
Looked good. Sound good.
Glowing.
Jimin, the Beat interview This kind of has nothing to do with the Grammys, but like the Beat interview, the smiles that Jimin had, and all of them really, but like Jimin had this glow about him talking.
Yeah.
And like I'm telling you, bro, like it's just like they all are on cloud nine. They're in a great place.
Great place.
I think
healthy,
guys, I think that
working.
Yeah, and they're not worried about like. They're worried about Army, you know what I'm saying? So they don't like they worry about us more so. But I don't feel so, you know, I don't want anybody feeling that bad about the situation. Just know that they will get there, and they're gonna get there. I mean, they should have already been in there, but like, it is what it is, and we're gonna get them a Grammy for sure. So
for sure,
just I mean,
for sure,
that's it.
Yes.
Anyways, thank you
for listening.
For the rant. If whoever's here watching, I don't know who's gonna watch this. It's just a rant, but like it's just something that we want to do. We're like, should we check out a video? We've already seen a performance and we've seen it live, so there's no point of checking the video out again.
Exactly.
And like rewatching it and then blurring because you wouldn't be able to watch it because we'll get blocked on YouTube. So it's like nah, like we've already seen it. We've seen it in person, and I don't know. I wouldn't want to put. We didn't put a reaction of them, you know, being nominated on camera because I just don't think that's a place for it anyway. If I did record it,
memory.
If I did
That's
record,
why I didn't post it.
If we did record it and sat here in like front of camera, and recorded us just being upset about them not getting it, I don't think that. I think that's almost like a negative. Like I don't want that. I feel like that's like a negative thing. I don't want you guys in Army to go through and seeing it over and over again.
It was just really quick, and I let out a cry at the end because it hurts.
It's not something that Army
I don't want to give that memory and go through it over and over again.
We'll forget about that memory. We'll forget about that. We'll move that to the side and move to the future of JK and Tay's mixtapes and whoever else wants to drop a mixtape. Let's go. Yoongi says he has like fucking like 50 songs out there. He can drop. Well, how many 8 tracks?
He said if he wants to drop it, he's ready to drop it.
Yoongi ready to drop whenever. Like you know, you never know what you might get with BTS. It's literally Christmas. It might drop like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
You never know. But hey guys, thank you so much for watching with us. We appreciate it. And yeah, that's it, guys. Just make sure, you know what I'm saying, smile. You know, listen, it's a good thing. BTS are in a good place.
Yeah.
And there's just so much in the future. Just give it put a smile on your face because there's so much bigger things happening in the future. Yes. They're going to go on world tour again eventually. There's no, that. It's just like I didn't hear this. I'm just saying eventually. Like, there's no rumor. Like, when? It's just like, I'm just saying the future. They will go on tour again. Everyone's going to be celebrating and we're going to hang out and that's it.
Yep.
And then we'll get a Grammy when it comes.
When it comes.
When it should have come.
But they'll get it. They'll get it. They get everything they want. So they'll get it.
That's it, guys. Thank you
so
much.
And hopefully they start respecting us, too.
Yeah, for sure.
Put them in the middle next time.
Put them respect. I mean, technically headlining is a good thing, though.
Well, I mean,
it is
one last thing before we leave. I feel like the news is so hyper-focused on them not getting it. Like, it's like, BTS lost their Grammy, blah, blah, blah. They're not even paying attention to the people who won. Everyone's just talking about BTS.
It's like a bigger knock on Grammys anyway. Then it's like it's almost like, yo, you guys fucked up. I mean,
like it doesn't make any sense.
Like,
it doesn't.
You guys fucked up.
It doesn't make any sense.
And it's not. It's actually disrespectful to like what they've done.
And it's disrespectful to the people that did win.
Yeah.
To just keep on bringing it up like.
Why? Just let it go, bro. Like, just let it. That's what I'm saying. You know? That memory, I didn't want to record something like that. Like, for us to be upset and mad about 100%. Them losing, that would make me so pissed off. And
my feelings are bipolar.
I wouldn't even want that. Yeah, you don't want to hear. Like, I'll start cursing crazy. You don't want to hear that anyway. But like, it's just like a negative time. Like, just forget about that. Like, let's not watch those. Like, that's not like something I want to see ever again, bro. I don't want to see them losing and then like. I'll see it on Twitter and I'll see it on Twitter again. I'm not even on Twitter anyway. I haven't been on Twitter in like 2 years. Like I don't even go on Twitter. There. But like I don't want. I would not want to go on Twitter to see that.
Everything that I was gonna say that I might have not said is down here, but it's also on my Twitter. I tweeted everything that I wrote here because I did want to say it. I think I said most of it, but I didn't want to look down.
I think we covered it.
I didn't want to look down. I might put anything I missed in a pinned comment. So look out for a pinned comment.
30 minutes later, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us, for ranting and everything else like that. Not really rant, more so just like facts. All right, I'm not like we're just spitting facts out here, okay?
They deserved it.
Because if you
not
give
even
me,
just deserve,
give me a
they worked for it.
Give me a good conclusion of why they didn't get it, and until then,
that Ben guy should never drop that emoji. He was laughing at us.
Oh, just forget about it. I mean, like, it's just dumb stuff, man.
Made me upset.
It's just like, it's like people, like, poking a bear. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to poke the army bear. Okay, you don't want to do that.
That's true.
You don't want to poke the winter bear. Okay, just like. Anyways, have a good day on net wherever you are, and like we said, make sure you guys are smiling, bro. Like, listen, Army doesn't, BTS does not want us feeling sad. They literally want us to be like, feeling great. That's what their whole campaign was. Love yourself, and you know what I'm saying. Just have a smile on your face. Don't worry about this right now. Just worry about streaming. Right? If you want to take it out, and you want to take your aggressiveness out.
It's almost at 1 billion.
Yeah, you want to take your aggressiveness out. Just start streaming the shit out of these
919 million when I looked at it.
And not just Dynamite. Let's just keep streaming all.
Everything. Keep it all up there.
Let's go way back. Like, you know what I'm saying?
way back.
But yeah, don't just feel good. There's so much more to come, and it's gonna be great. I promise you. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching with us. We appreciate it, and we'll see you all in the next video. Peace.